How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back on Pokemon Showdown for Game 3 in the NPL Tryout Tournament. I believe it's Game 3. I'm pretty sure it is. And this week we're going over against my man Krakenation. This is, yet again, somebody that I don't really know personally. But I think he started out pretty brightly in the groups. I'm not quite sure. Oh, here he is. I was going to say, we're just waiting for him to jump on. I'm not sure how long it'll be, but he's here, so there we go. Now this week, I pretty much built this team with a little bit of feedback from the two Bens, but the majority of this was kind of done on my own this morning, late in bed, while we were getting ready. So, I wouldn't exactly say a rush team, but currently sitting at 0-2 in the NPL Tryout Tournament. I really want to just enjoy the rest of these games. That's why we're doing live com today. I'm actually at my mum's, so I can upload a longer video, so I'm not as worried about doing live com. When I'm in my normal house, I obviously can't do the live com, as if you guys have been around for a while on the channel, you'll know that the internet there just won't, in my house, just won't upload videos too long. So we're gonna do live com here because we are at mum's and we can afford to do that, and I can upload it tonight, so that'll be perfect. I'm nervous. You guys haven't really, you've seen me doing the post com, but you haven't seen me doing the live com for this league, and I'm nervous. I'm absolutely loving the NPL at the minute, and I would love to make the main league. I don't think it's gonna happen, or the minors league, but I would absolutely love to. So I just feel a bit shaky every time there's a game. I feel under a lot of pressure. But here we go. Good luck, have fun to my man Krakenation. I will link his channel down in the description, of course. So definitely go and check that one out, guys. I'm sorry, I should apologize in advance. There's like an irregular crop on this video. That's simply because I don't usually do live com, so my OBS is all set up for post com. And I had to change it up, and I'm hitting things because I'm not like claustrophobic. I don't have a proper workspace here. I apologize for all the noise you're going to be getting. When I'm in my study at home, I have like a proper setup with everything so that I can move around, I can talk, and I can do whatever. And here I'm crammed on this. You guys can't see, but it is a tiny, tiny little desk in the corner of the room. It is not ideal. So basically, and the mouse, like I can't even, this is gonna be a nightmare. But here we go, let's get into teams. So we have Booster, Rotom, Rush. We have a physically defensive Rotom Wash with Protect, Hydro Pump, Pain Split, and Volt Switch. I thought I'd put Defog on over Protect. Crap, so I don't have Defog. That's not ideal. Block, Toxic, Stealth Rock, Rest, Bronzong. I must have forgot to do the Defog. Yeah, that's really not ideal. Then we have a Substitute Toxic, Icy Wind, Secret Sword, Keldeo. The idea of that was to bait the Latios, but the Latias but the Latias isn't even here, or the Alomomola, but the Alomomola isn't even here. He's brought a really offensive team. So actually this Keldeo, he hasn't even brought the Tyranitar, Jesus. So this Keldeo looks really, really kind of expendable in this matchup, to be honest with you. It doesn't have Ward Stab for the Emboar. It doesn't, I mean, it would be nice for, yeah, it would be nice for the Excadrill, I guess. He hasn't got Sand, so that means he's probably got Mold Breaker to try and hit the Bronzong, which is smart. I did bring Levitate this week instead of Heat Proof because I thought perhaps he might have seen my last video where I brought Heat Proof and try and take advantage of that. Okay, so looking at the team, what would be a problem is if he led Mega Pinsir, if I led with this Spadef Bronzong was supposed to try and trap the Alomomola or the Latias as well, and I can't now trap either of those. What I don't want is I don't want him leading with the Pharaoh and getting too many hazards up. So let's leave the Metro. Okay. I could just take this and go for a Toxic. He's probably gonna Volt Switch. And honestly, if he Volt Switches, that's not that bad. I can't trap him because he's a Levitator, so I don't gain a lot by going into Doug Trio here. I'm pretty confident. Let me just like calc this. I'm pretty confident that I can take a even a Thunderbolt. But I don't think I would take like a Specs Thunderbolt, but Metro is like definitely my most expendable Mon here. Let's just go for a regular Rotom. If I'm looking off the side, it's because I've got my laptop here by the side to try to run some calcs. See, like a choice Scarf. You'd have to be like Specs to kill me with a T-Bolt. Because we've got a little bit of bulk, Icy Wind is going to do decent chunk at 33 to 40%, to be fair. And Z is gonna, so like Icy Wind into Z. Icy Wind would KO this thing. I think I'm just gonna go for the Icy Wind, and then that way if he's a Scarf Volt Switch, I slow down whatever's coming in. And if he's not, if he doesn't Volt Switch, I outspeed him, I kill him the next turn. If he's an offensive set with Sub-Zero Slammer. I mean, I'm calcing on an offensive set, to be fair. I should probably consider calcing on a defensive set. Otherwise, I'm just being a bit too hasty in my nervousness. Yeah, I mean, we're only going to do 20 to 25% if he's a bulky set. What makes sense against my team? Like, I think you bring... I think he probably brings offensive because of my lack of... I don't think he's going to be choiced, right? I don't think he's going to be choiced. Although he can afford to be because he's a Levitator, so it's not the end of the world if he's choiced for him against Dugtrio. This is the first electric type I've actually had to deal with. I could easily, like, switch into Bronzong, say. I am Spadef, so I would take even a Shadow Ball. I think I'm just going to... I think I'm just going to go for the Toxic. Honestly, like, it will be helpful on anything he wants to go out into. Yeah, okay, he is, wow. He is Specs Modest. Well, I was never switching there anyway, so that didn't really matter. He's not Specs Modest, sorry, Scarf Modest, I'm guessing. Even that shouldn't have killed, like, how did he outspeed and kill? Did I not speed creep a Timid? Oh, that was a speed tie. If he's max speed Timid, that was a speed tie. It looks like he's Specs. Oh, man. If he is just 252 Timid, Specs. Otherwise, because, like, it's not looking like Modest. I should have checked that, to be fair. I just didn't think that would be the case. Yeah, like, if that's Modest... Modest Scarf, then, like, he got a very kind roll, like a 12% roll. That was, yeah, that's a 12% chance to kill if he's Modest Scarf. So with that information, he should be choiced, in which case he literally cannot touch has H and, oh no, Life Orb, duh, did I not just see that? What is wrong with me? Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, I'm so stupid. That's fine. What I want to do is I want to get rocks up anyway. I know I outspeed this thing. Because he is... that's, yeah, because this thing can take a hit, right? Dugtrio... I don't know if Dugtrio can take a hit with Shadow Ball. That might have been me clicking too quickly, being stupid. Yeah, I can take a hit. I can take a hit. That's fine. So, to deal with this thing, like... I'm going to have to pivot around a little bit. Oh, this thing really puts me on the back foot. Slow down, I think. I'm so nervous. I want to get rocks up. Stone Edge, like, he doesn't look like he's gonna have any bulk, so like Stone Edge would do a chunk to this thing. I wish I'd kept Sucker Punch on here. I changed Sucker Punch for Stealth Rocks last minute to get double rocks. That's annoying. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We can. Like, what if he's Hidden Power Ice? Like, Life Orb, Hidden Power Ice. I could scout for it and go into Bronzong if I think he has it. Let's see. Hidden Power Ice does. Does that do more to Dugtrio than a Shadow Ball? No, it does the same. So, like, there's no point. There'd be no point in running it. What do I want to get off on him here? I think I just want to get off a Toxic, and then I can start to pivot around this thing, because at the minute, like, I'm really going to struggle to break this thing. I mean, Knockoff's going to do a chunk, right? Yeah, that might be the play, actually. That might be the play. What we might do, we might... Yeah, that's going to be the play. So what we're going to do is we're going to set rocks here, then we're going to pivot out into Galissapod, get the emergency exit out into Beedrill, and then go from there, like, and we still have, oh man, T-Bolt will kill though, but I mean, he should go for Shadow Ball, right? So, it's not ideal, really. It's not ideal, really. Okay, he just switches out. That's fine. We got our rocks up. We got our rocks up. That's fine. We need to... So, like, Rotom's going to be a problem. Didn't expect Life Orb Rotom, but it makes sense. I thought Rotom would come. I just didn't expect Life Orb. My goodness, I wish I had Defog or Rapid Spin right now. So, let's play the game. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that, my friend. I want to pressure him to defog. Like, it's not like he can ever let's just get rid of this thing's lefties. Okay, that's fine. This should force me out with the there we go. Lovely. And this gives me, I mean, I don't have Keldeo anymore. Why the hell did I think I didn't need Keldeo? What am I talking about? Oh man, I'm not in a good place for this. I'm not in a good place for this. Okay. Doing live comp might have been a mistake. I was so bloody nervous. Let's have a look at Hazage and Harry against a well, let's count the Golisopod set against this thing. Golisopod, he doesn't have any priority on his teams. Oh, he does. He has the thing, but I can't live that anyway. Golisopod into a Pharaoh. That's what I'm trying to say. Into a Ferrothorn. If he's defensive Ferrothorn, so knockoff did 19 to 22. Knockoff here actually did 14%. So that's suggesting that he is a Fizz Def Pharaoh. Yeah, like he's like a fully Fizz Def Pharaoh. So how would he take like a Rotom Wash? Like he's probably gonna protect on the Scout for the HP Fire. Yeah, Rotom Wash. Okay, let's have a look how much Rotom Wash is gonna do to him. Like, oh my god, 0. Okay, like literal 0. Jesus Christ. Okay, he's starting timer. That's cool. I don't mind. If you're watching, man, like, I'm sorry. I just, I know I'm taking my time here, but I'm very nervous. I'm very, very nervous. I started this like a shambles, so I just want to get my head in the game, man. I apologize for taking my time. I do get it. I fully get it. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, that's all. But I feel you though, like I feel his frustration, like I get it. I've been there, like I've been there where I've had people that are just taking far too long and it's frustrating. I do get it, so like I don't have an issue with that. Just get a little bit of chip. We'll go back into the Golisopod. That's fine, because we want to stop that as much as we possibly can. So he should just go for Protect here. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Fuck me, like I just did not, like oh, today was not the day. Today was not the day. It's cool. It was cool. Man, I wish I'd brought Defog. I'm so annoyed with myself. Ooh, I don't really want to weaken this, but I can't let Beedrill take more like rocks and stuff. Like it's getting too much. It's getting too much. So, like, that crit may have been. Yeah, yeah, he crits back. That's cool. Like, I don't, that sucks. I don't know, like, I'm assuming power whip killed anyway, because it's such a high base power move, but, you know. We were very bulky on Duck Trio. I think it would have killed regardless, though, to be completely honest. How much did we do with the last U-turn to this boy? The last U-turn did 34, so U-turn will kill. Oh man, we played this like absolute garbage. Oh, I'm so annoyed. We all have these weeks though, like, it happens. It happens. It happens. I wasn't in a good place, and I just... Sometimes you suck. Woo! We live another round of rocks. That is lucky. So what do I need to do here? This is my best bet. Probably brings out the Whimsy. I don't know if that is my best bet, because Whimsy could be defog, but okay, it goes into Rotom. Why is that your answer? I still need this to not lose to Pinsir. I mean, I'm gonna lose regardless from this position, but that's his defogger. Okay, that's fine, because I didn't expect it to be Life Orb defog. Okay, that caught me completely off guard. That's fine, because it lets me do this. So he should switch here. Like, I have to play like he's gonna. I have to play aggressive. I could just knock off and get the KO, but I have to play aggressive and assume he's gonna preserve this. He might want the. I mean, I don't know why he would want this, to be fair, but what I don't want is I don't want him to go Pinsir on the knockoff, because this is like an obvious knockoff. The most obvious knockoff. Okay, he goes Drill. Yeah, it's Mold Breaker. So I can't go into Bron. I'd love to Volt Switch right now, but this is going to be a huge Earthquake to take. So I need to land the Hydro Pump. Okay, he doesn't go for it. I thought for sure he would go for it there. Being Mold Breaker to hit this thing. I'm gonna have to pivot around. I'm just so annoyed at myself. I mean, at least I'm giving him a game now in the last 3 turns, for goodness sake. I apologize, guys. I know this is salty content. I've not even really been looking at the camera. I'm gutted. You know how it is? Like, I'm just gutted. I'm gutted that he's Life Orb Whimsy as well. I'm gutted because I wanted to give a good account of myself in this game, and this tournament has just been disappointing for me. You know, I've been doing post comps. You don't get to see this side of it. You don't get to see the actual. You get to see me a day or 2 after when I've picked myself back up, and I like to be very positive as always. But it is gutting to it is gutting to lose these games like this. So we obviously go out to B. Now, how does Drill take a knockoff from me at this point? Because oh man, Bash is cheering me on in the chat. I love Bash. Thank you, man. If you're watching, I appreciate that so much. I need that right now. I'm gutted. I'm gutted. Okay, so Drill doesn't really want to take another knockoff. I'm just gonna knock off here. Yeah. That's cool. So let's see if he is Scarf Ember, which is kind of what I prepped for. At least I've got some of the differential back in this game. Like, it's not a complete wash. The idea with this team, I didn't get to say too much about it, but the idea with this team was I had like Rocky Helmet, Galissapod, max defense. I could switch in on like Scarf Ember, take a knock from that. pivot out with some Rocky Helmet chip into my man Doug Trio, Scarf Doug Trio, kill it with Earthquake. Keldeo, like I said, was supposed to trap, was supposed to sub up on the Alone Molar, was supposed to sub up on the Ember, was supposed to bring in the... So this is screaming like Scarf as hell, right? This is screaming Scarf as hell, which means I can't take one, and I need this thing. So we're gonna sack Bronzong, for sure, so that we can get Boots back in. And then, let's see, if he's gonna switch, right? He's not gonna let me Hydra and take this thing, because then Beedrill can just win. So we're gonna Volt Switch. He stays in, and we live! Okay, well, we had to make the aggressive play. I don't mind losing like that, that's cool. We had to make the aggressive play, because if you went into Whimsy and we got the Volt Switch momentum back, like we just had to keep it in. He wins. That's fine. I'm sorry about this game, guys. Like yeah, it was what it was. Like I said, you don't get to see this when I do post-com. I've been frustrated in the NPL tournament. We drafted an experimental draft. I want it to work, but it's not resonating with me at all at the minute. It's really not clicking with me. I want it to happen, but it's just not doing. That being said, it didn't happen in this game, partly because Krakenation played very, very well, and all respect to him, but partly because I played like absolute crap. Like that, this. Let's go over it. In fact, let's go over and we'll talk some shit. Like I'm not gonna be able to tell you what I thought because you saw what I thought. But here, like, I just don't risk Keldeo because breaking Ferrothorn, as we saw, became an impossible task, and I didn't really prep for Ferrothorn at all. For whatever reason, none of us were really talking about it in the brief little conversation we had. It's like it just wasn't on this draft. We just didn't consider it at all. So like that was just a horrible play here. I should have gone hard Doug Trio. Like, there was no reason not to go hard Doug Trio. My fear was that he might make the read and go for like a Will-O-Wisp. I didn't really say that out loud, but that was like why I didn't want to go hard. Or similarly, he might just go straight up for a Shadow Ball. So I didn't really like any of my pivots into this thing, but like Bronzong would have taken like a Life Orb Shadow Ball. I could have used Bronzong. Worst case scenario, like, it would have taken one. So that was a terrible play. Like that, just turn one jitters, nerves, just complete horrible. Like I didn't expect a so we can see, actually worth mentioning here, he must be max speed timid. So this was a speed tie. Now we weren't going to do a whole lot to him. I can't even remember if we clicked toxic or if we clicked icy wind at this point, but we weren't going to do a whole lot there anyway. We did lose the speed tie. So that sucks, but it makes no difference to the game as a whole. Then I just go for my rocks here. I still, like, I'm pleased that we got that one right. As he goes out into this thing, we managed to get our hazards up, and I still think that was the right play. He caught me off guard with the defog Rotom on a Life Orb set. I just didn't expect that at all. I like that we got rid of his leftovers and took ourselves lower so that we could kind of get out the emergency exit. Like, I still think that was a good play. So we could get B in and we could try, and I really regret not having defog as well on Rotom, because if I could have just pivoted and defogged as well, that would have been a lot easier. I could have bluffed HP Fire on Rotom at some point as well. And I think sacking Sean here was the right play, even though Aqua Jet priority would have been really nice for drill in the end. We needed to just get some momentum on. Maybe I should have just gone straight into. Maybe I should have just gone straight into Doug Trio with hindsight, actually, and kept Sean around, as soon as though that then crit. And all we really did was get an extra layer of spikes up, which he then defogged away anyway. So yeah, with hindsight, we should have kept the Golisopod here. We should have, on this turn when we went into the Golisopod, we should have gone hard Doug Trio. Should have just gone hard Doug Trio, and because all he did was seed, and then he killed us with one power whip anyway, so it wouldn't have been that relevant. The nice thing is that we managed to get a spike up on his protect, but because he defogged it away, ultimately it was inconsequential. That crit probably mattered as well, it's worth noting. It probably put him in range of this U-turn. So definitely like have to. His crit didn't matter to kill us. The power whip would have killed anyway, I'm certain. So it's worth noting that our crit on him was fortuitous. So I can't even like try and claim bad luck. Not that I want to, but that wasn't the case at all. I don't mind this Volt Switch play here because it gets me Mega B in for free. So I don't regret that. I could have. The thing is here, like this play had I clicked Drill Run, because right, his switchings were looking likely to be Pincer or Excadrill, and I was trying to predict the Pincer by going for the U-turn into Rotom Wash, but Rotom Wash was built to take on Pincer by switching into it Hard Switch. So I could easily have gone for a Drill Run here, and if he had gone into Pincer, I then could have gone hard into Rotom Wash, and I wouldn't have lost too much, right? Like, Rotom Wash was built to take that thing on, so that would have been okay. And what the Drill Run would have done is it would have covered the Excadrill coming in, which is what happened. I didn't, like, I'm still shocked that he went Drill, because this looked like an obvious knockoff. And had he lost his Scarf, that endgame would have been so much better for us. So, again, if I hadn't over-predicted in a sense and gone for the knockoff, it would have worked out better because of the switch he made. I could have just knocked off its Scarf and now clicked Drill Run and KO'd it. And at that point, he would have brought in Pinsir, would have clicked Quick Attack, I could have gone Rotom. And then we're slowly trying to play the game between me reading him with Rotom and his Pinsir and making doubles and stuff. So yeah, like, I definitely think I could have played that a bit better. Here we go for the Hydro. We have to go for the Hydro. We had to expect him to want to go for Scarf, Earthquake. Here we go for the Volt Switch and gives us momentum back. Here we go for the knockoff, pick up the KO. I like all these plays. I think we gave him, you know, reason to think in this end game that was just fine. Here we sack Bronzong, because Bronzong can't touch this thing. All I've got is Rocks, Block, Toxic, whatever the fourth Rest, so that's not going to do me any good at all. Then we go into Wash, and here, like, I Volt Switch because I think that he switches. I think that I can take one. Now, he obviously didn't think that I could take one, and it was a roll to live anyway here, so let's just have a little look at that. If we get our Rotom Wash spread up, if you guys, like, are not interested in this, I apologize. I think it's worth knowing this kind of thing after the game. This channel's always been about learning, and that was such a dire game for me. Like, I don't want to ignore it. I want to learn from it. So if he was adamant, and we were on 87 or 88. What were we on? I want to be specific with this, so we can just see whether we got, like, really 89, in fact. I want to see whether we got really lucky with this roll and you know, that kind of stuff as well, because it's just interesting. So if he was adamant, he had a 68% chance to kill us here. And if he was Jolly Scarf, he had an 18% chance to kill us here. So there's really no way of telling whether he was adamant or Jolly without knowing his sets. I still stand by the Volt Switch because, like, if he stayed in and he killed us there, we lost nothing, right? If we Hydro Pumped and we killed him there, well, we might have missed for starters. But if we'd killed him there, he would have gone Pinsir and won with Pinsir anyway. Which I think is why he Earthquaked, right? I think that's why he Earthquaked, because he realizes whatever he does here, he's going to put me in range of double Quick Attack from Pinsir, which I'm assuming he has. So I'm kind of playing off him choking by going into Whimsicott, and if he goes into Whimsicott, then I Volt Switch into the B. Then I'm in on Whimsicott, and again, I'm in a position where I get to click U-turn, or I get to click Poison Jab, or I get to click Drill Run. I try and make a read. I think I click U-turn, and I go back into Rotom, because U-turn should kill Whimsy. Let's just play this. Let's play this end game out. How, like, I was hoping it might go, but it was playing off him choking. Is that he goes into Whimsy on this Volt Switch, so we're still at 89%. We Volt Switch out into Beedrill. Whimsy's going to be at about like 50% probably. We then U-turn on the Whimsy and kill the Whimsicott. If he goes hard into Excadrill, that's his, like, optimal play for sure. If he makes that play, then he has a second chance to Earthquake the Rotom. But we do get another round of leftovers, but he will still put us in Mega Pincer range. So realistically, we're always playing off him choking and not trying to put me in quick attack range. So we didn't really have a lifeline, to tell you the truth. We didn't really have a lifeline at all. I'm gutted that we played like, or that I played like crap here. I really wanted this to be a good game, but I mean, it was still a good game on his half. He still played it really well, and you know, I'd recommend going over to his channel to check it out. It will be linked down in the description, like I said. And if he somehow has watched this far into the video, I apologize, man, for taking so long. Like I just started so badly. I was like, I'm gonna take my time. I want to settle down. I want to try and handle my nerves. This tournament has made me very nervous, and I want to try and do that. I get the frustration, of course, but I want to try and settle down. So what this means for us, guys, if any of you are still watching, is that we are now at 0-3 in the NPL Tryout Tournaments. It's pretty dire, this game was a shambles. It does not give a good account of us at all. But I think the game gets bashed, gave a decent account, and I think I've given a decent account of myself in the server, so I've not given up hope. I've not given up hope making the Minors League at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back next game, and I'm going to try a lot harder. I'm going to try a lot harder to pick up our first win. I do not want to go 0-5 in this. That would be not on at all. So I'm going to come back next week and do my best to try and do a little bit better. I can tell you one thing, we will never be having a draft like this again. I just have not clicked with this draft, and that's what happens. We tried it because it was a 5-game tournament and there was nothing to lose. So regardless, guys, I really appreciate your support on all these videos. It's been definitely the most supported draft league content we've had on the channel, so thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.